good, man? It's OG Drip, man. And check this out, man. We all be sitting back and we waiting for a certain move. We is the move. Us. It's all about us. When all of us get on one pattern that we all can understand that we're trying to build the same thing without the same old, outdated spells, religions, systems, all these things that make people have certain biases and hold people accountable to certain things and some people not accountable to things. All this mixture. When we got each other backing each other up, and we don't need a support system necessarily because we all is able to bring our talents together. Like, man, just check out some of these videos that be online. Like, I'm going to just squeeze in one. If you could just see how a person did this for a damn rock star band or whatever, imagine what we could do putting our brains together. You got people that's good at building, people that's good with computers tech, people that's good at, like, putting together words, plays, making colors and stuff stand out. Like, you get what I'm saying? People learn how to make things feel comfortable and warming. Man, there's a lot of things where we get hit different points with bringing all our stuff together and end up making this world an actual change place. That's what we're doing on a slow basis. So at the end of the day, it takes people like me or someone that's actually spiritual to help people get through the biases, because when we have others out here that's leading from a religious bias due to that's all they came up with, or that was their upcoming, their upbringing throughout their life, it make it very hard to have a simple conversation, or for it make it hard for us to work as a team when the world has it that everybody is picked for a reason and have it like a competition mark. All the way down to the point, no matter where you go, it's views, somebody getting paid different if you go to a job, and it's all type of different sources where it's going to be people that's not necessarily getting paid what they deserve. There's going to be people that's getting paid something they shouldn't even be getting paid from the beginning. It's going to be all type of stuff because we're not the ones that's in control of what's going on. We're depending on a system that's automatically against us, but due to this system work with pandering to certain individuals or making shows certain pleasing certain individuals, it is an agenda itself to make certain individuals feel like they don't need nobody else. So it's still all part of us being divided and conquered. When we all know together, unity makes strong ships. Unity actually brings something else. Yeah, you could probably try to build a house by yourself. Them boards going to be uneven. The house going to fall eventually. When you have a team of people building something, yes, y'all know it's going to be a lot more stable. There might be a lot more accurate measurements. You might not have to go through the same amount of things as much and all. So at the end of the day, it's still is less work, but that don't mean being lazy with it. Now, if you out here doing something that you want to do and something you very passionate in, and somebody else doing the same thing, and we can all bring it to a way that is supporting one another, oh man, it's a beautiful, you get what I'm saying? It's a beautiful whole, I was about to say year, a beautiful life. You feel what I'm saying? Because now we got, over here, you got people that love what they're doing, not doing this stuff because they have to. Now, a lot of times that get frustrating throughout life where it puts you through mental stresses itself. You know what I mean? Especially when we jump into a job or something, just trying to fulfill the needs or all these things that we're obligated to do, or the forces we feel like, the peer pressure. All of this will make you eventually do something dumb, right? But when you got teamwork, dream work, it all take away pressures from those areas that some might not realize. You got some people that's good at complimenting you when you coming off of a hard work and hard experience. You got some people that's not good at that, right? But they might be good at hard working themselves, or might be good at judging things from a distance. But when we all work and we all could have the mental war one itself, understanding ourselves as well before interacting with others, like I like to tell people, it makes the dream work even better, because then we have less wars of you not having the accountability, and you don't have to take accountability to something that you ain't even supposed to be accountable for anyways. That's another thing. Like, some things you can't help. That's like me sitting up here stressed about views, stressed about likes. That's like every other spiritual YouTuber doing that. They can't. We are getting ours from a penny from a dime. So we understand that. And we understand what we're talking about is going against the systems that we're using to talk about it. So we understand that. But at the end of the day, we can't keep talking it and to get to the internet. We still got to have people in the streets able to spread words of the mouth, keeping people in peace, keeping people from all this frustrated energy that they want us to serve masters in. Well, you won't have to serve no master. Who are their master that's coming up and creating these books? That's another thing that people don't realize. Like, these people be so evil. They'll do stuff in reverse psychology just to please something that been going on for so long that they don't necessarily know how it works, so they're keeping up with it. So even after a while, the same powers that's putting all that pressure can't control but so much. When you got a whole group and a whole thing, a squad of people that's understanding, hey, we can make systems without using yours. We know how to do this. We know how to do that. Everybody might not be spiritual, right? But that doesn't mean they can't play a part of a role that makes the teamwork get done. Now, at the same time, all I'm saying is if you is in a space where you done got yourself together and understand how to be a mental pilot and understand how to fly through these mentalities and know when and where, how to go high, when to go low, and when to stay your distance or when to go light, when to go heavy, because sometimes we have to switch it up. Sometimes, like I told y'all in the past video, if we move in the air fast with everything, the stuff that's meant to be slow and be focused on and very concentrated on, you're going to miss it because it's a small percentage of it and you're moving very fast. It's like fast forwarding real fast, like a VCR tape and stuff. You might miss a little tape, or even on YouTube, you might miss that little part because you were fast forwarded and it was within that second or within that little, that little time period that it got. But anyway, this is the beauty of it, right? When you sit back and you can see all the talents like a person have before the elites buy it, right? Before anything start marketing it where it's mainstream. Even down to the point, like I even see pickled eggs in Walmart in a little bag, like in a little bag already, ready to go type stuff. I wouldn't be surprised to see whatever invention that somebody come up with and is very popular, that it'll be in there soon. So, because at the end of the day, it's about buying the ideas from someone so they can have the control and control of what's going on with that situation, so they could control the narrative. Oh, this why that person is famous. This why stuff is working for this person. So they'll even make it like, oh, God looked out for that person, but God ain't looking out for you. So we got all those type of things playing out where even the Illuminati is attacking the woke ones, or the ones that's trying to give people a way of seeing things differently, right? To the point that now you got people that don't want to hear nothing. As soon as they might hear my channel and hear Shadow Powers, Illuminati, they might go ahead and kill and click off, because people done torn at these names so bad for their own pleasures and really don't know how to lead. So that what they're doing is getting up here and they're just like, yeah, just doing a war cry, just building up a whole bunch of war energy, but don't know where to go to war at and don't know who to go to war with. So they're trying to fight a physical war when it's all a mental and a spiritual war of how to move out here. You get what I'm saying? If you know how to, like, you know how to say a sensei, if you're an actual spiritual sensei, you're going to be out here kicking all type of mentalities' asses. And sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. You can't let stuff keep coming over you and keep kicking over you. So yes, while we out here spreading the word to each other, we're going to have a little disagreements. Think about it. Some people are going to be in religions 30, 40 years, and you're trying to tell them, yeah, you got the wrong starting point. You know how you started off thinking it was this? It ain't that at all. It's hard to get that going. But at the same time, if we all was putting in dream work, even the lost ones that can't come to that, could even follow along with the herd. You get what I'm saying? The sheep will even be better. That's all I'm trying to get out, man. But the world will literally be a better place. That's all it takes. And we're doing it. We're doing it. We can see how the YouTube situation is changing a little bit. And all we need now is just the algorithm flowing. Because you think about people that's like me, Dolo. I seen bro break down a Superior issue video. Y'all got to check that out because it's so deep. Because people don't realize when they get so comfortable inside of Musk of how they'll be treating people and all that. I'm going to go in on that on my next video. But I'm going to take a different angle. Because brother touched some points. And he took some deep points. And I'm going to come from some deep points too. But y'all going to just see how they be meeting up. That's what that way we talking about. We all be in that same spiritual space to start receiving this same information. When you start dropping, you can see the levels. Because at the end of the day, I don't even want to start over with regular friends and stuff. Like, it be too many levels to it. Like, right now, I don't even want to start off with a new girlfriend. Like, man, do you know how much work it is? She got to be already spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a lot to it if I got to start over anything. Like, you get what I'm saying? When it come down to dealing with the human traits all over again, because you're going to look at it like, damn, that ain't something you should do. It's like a kid. It's like an adult looking at kids. And that's why we be saying adult spirits versus kid spirits. Because you can see when a spirit is childish, it don't like to be temptation. It don't like to be put in a situation it don't like. It don't like it. Because one thing about a childish spirit is used to getting pandered to as well. So when we got those things and they can actually start getting pandered to, and, from other little systems that we'll create for them, because we know we got people that's going to be disabled. We know we got people that can't put in for a work ethic. So you don't think that we'll know how to put our own systems? You got people out here that's scamming people out of millions of dollars and making the government replace them. Just throwing this out there. They know how to do that. Just saying, with that much of book smart, computer smart, with these people that know how to create apps, what else is we missing? It ain't nothing we're actually getting from them. It's us. What Lil Yachty said, it's us. I don't know what he said because he mumbled after that. But either way, I love that song when he come on. He always say, he be like, it's us. And when he said, bro, it hit so different because you understand the world revolves around us. Even to the fact that when we interact with each other, it's us. It's nobody over there. That's why we call them the shadow. It's like, it's nobody over there. It's a system and some energy that's saying, hey, work with this system. And y'all already seen that the system, the man-made laws and stuff. So it been talked about in multiple books of us being human sacrifices to their gods. You know what I'm saying? Babies getting thrown in the fire. Like, look at it. They even got it in cartoons, some of the little recent cartoons where somebody be like, sacrifice your life to me. I deserve a child of pureness so I can, in order to get, and then they want good kids and stuff. They don't even be wanting the evil ones. That would be the weird part. They let you know they be vampires. And one thing about a vamp, oh, no, hold on. I'm going to say that. I'm finna go back in, man. Hold on. We're going to close this one off, man. Just saying the teamwork make the dream work. And we all get it together. Unity to the end. And we'll be seeing that it's all about us. And then you got the unity in with us. Like, it's deep, man. But anyways, especially with the 5 points, when you learn what that is, it take all of us to make all 5 of those things work anyway. Especially when it comes down to politics, business, schools, and things like this. Because we have to have a way to be able to teach a whole group, hey, this is the language that we're going to be using. These are the signs and sigils that we're going to be using. These are the numbers that we're going to be using. We could do the same thing, man. It's going to be different, of course. It's going to be a starting point to it where we know where it started. Not going by some stuff 4,000 years ago that person possibly ain't know what the hell they got to when they got to it. But due to us being so spiritual, we could see what that person was talking about. Even if we read it wrong now, because we could see it through experience, that don't make sense only but one way. But anyways, man, that's all I want to say. I'm out on this video. OG Drill.